Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us on the WWL Louisiana News at 4. I'm Lily Cummings in for Devin Bartolotta. Here are today's top headlines. The extreme heat isn't letting up, with feels-like temperatures into the triple digits today, and an extreme heat warning is in effect until 8 tonight. Tomorrow won't bring much relief either. Let's get right over to a check of this weather impact alert with Chief Meteorologist Chris Franklin.
Yeah, that's going to be the main issue going forward, probably for the rest of this week. Heat advisories or extreme heat warnings as we have across the entirety of our viewing area. That's in effect until 8, and another one will be in effect tomorrow. Heat indices at times approaching 115 degrees. And that is going to be the main concern for probably the entirety of the week. May get some slight relief late week in the weekend, and we'll talk more about that coming up. Now, where you do see some areas in the 80s downtown, Belle Chase, Bogalusa, we've had a few cooling showers, but if you're not into the clouds or rain, you're in that 105 plus range. Did see a few areas near 115. Thibodaux at 117, but it hasn't been too widespread. So at least in terms of the coverage area of the extreme heat indices, it hasn't been everyone, but certainly very hot outside. But we did at least get some cooling rain. Briefly had a street flood advisory and some decent rainfall totals on the West Bank. But again, not everyone got the rain. A few spotty showers down the bayou and river parishes, as well as on the North Shore and in Mississippi. Quite a bit more activity as you go toward lower Alabama with some thunderstorm development there. But at the moment, looking back out toward downtown, we're back under sunshine. So even though we do get a few of those briefly heavy showers, can't help to knock temperatures. As soon as the sun comes back out, you're right back into the 90s. And again, expecting much of the same over the next couple of days. We'll talk more about that and check out what's going on in the tropics. Good news, not much coming up.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. And more top stories you need to know. Construction of the Louisiana International Terminal in St. Bernard Parish can now begin. This morning, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers approved a federal permit. The new port will be built on the lower Mississippi River in Violet. Governor Jeff Landry says the project will bring thousands of jobs to Southeast Louisiana and strengthen the state's role in global trade. But St. Bernard residents have raised concerns about potential traffic noise and pollution. This afternoon, the New Orleans coroner identified a 17-year-old who died over the weekend inside the Plaza Tower. Officials say Jacques St. Anne of Belle Chase went inside the long-abandoned building with another group of teenagers from Plaquemines Parish when he fell off of a staircase. The death has sparked renewed interest over the safety of the blighted building, as well as focus on the dangers of trespassing in order to explore abandoned properties.